What's going on, guys? It's Dale here from DemSec, and in this video we're going to be using Bettercap to crack some WPA2 hashes. So as a lot of you know, I love man-in-the-middle attacks, and Bettercap is an awesome tool for doing man-in-the-middle attacks. But what a lot of people don't know is Bettercap is actually really awesome for doing pretty much anything you might need to do with Wi-Fi testing. So in this video I'm going to be using Bettercap to identify Wi-Fi networks in my surrounding area, identify those which have clients on them, perform a deauth attack, capture the handshake, and then use aircrack, still have to use aircrack to crack, to go ahead and crack the WPA2 password. Of course you don't need to use aircrack, you can go ahead and convert it to a hashcat file and fire it into hashcat, but we're just going to focus on actually gathering the handshake in this video. I'm using the latest version of Kali right now. This is 2018.4. And as of this version, if you just do an apt get install Bettercap, you will get the exact same version that I'm running, which is the latest. If you launch Bettercap and it goes straight into attack, you've probably got the old version. If that's the case, just go ahead and go to the Bettercap website and download the pre-built binary, which you can just drop onto your Kali machine and run with /Bettercap. So to start off, we're going to start up Bettercap and we're going to provide the --I face of WLAN 0. And same applies with any kind of Wi-Fi testing. You do need an adapter which supports monitor mode and packet injection. I'll provide a few links below to ones at different price points which you guys might be interested in. And if you do click on any of those links, the channel does get a little kickback, so it's a good way of helping out the channel if you want to. But if you already have an adapter, you're all good to go. So we have Bettercap started now on WLAN 0, which is my wireless adapter which supports monitor mode and packet injection, as I mentioned. And the first thing we're going to do is just start the Wi-Fi recon, and to do that we're just going to do Wi-Fi.recon on, and this is going to start up the Wi-Fi adapter and it's going to put it into monitor mode, and it's going to start spitting out information about access points and devices all around us. This is going to get super annoying, so what you can do in Bettercap, if there's any information that you don't care about, being notified about immediately, you can just do events.ignore wifi.ap.new, and that's just whatever event type it is here. So if I do that, I'm going to stop getting notifications about new access points that it's identified. So once we've let this run for a little bit, we can do wifi.show, which will show us a list of the networks around us. So here we can see the network that we're going to be attacking, and the fact that it's got 2 clients connected to it. And this is quite important because if you are going to be performing a deauth attack or a deauthentication attack, there does need to be users connected so they'll reconnect and you can gather the handshake. So before we perform any deauthentication attacks, we do need to set up the sniffer so it knows where to store the handshakes once we start capturing them. And to do that, we can just do set net.sniff output, and I'm just going to call mine handshakes.pcap, but you can call yours whatever you want. And then we're going to turn on the sniffer, so I'm just going to do net.sniff on. And we're going to get loads of information being spat out here, but same applies if we do events.ignore net.sniff 802.11, and then those will stop filling up our screen, and I'm just going to do a clear now so we don't have to look at all that. So if we do a Wi-Fi show again, just see what networks are around, and as I say, we're going to be attacking this DemSec testing one. So the first thing we need to do is put our adapter on the right channel so it's not looking through all the different channels, so when a client reconnects we actually have an opportunity to see the handshake and store it. So to do that, it's very simple. We're just going to do Wi-Fi.recon.channel, and in this case, as you can see here, it's channel 1, so we're going to set it to channel 1, and then we're going to do another Wi-Fi.show, and we should only see access points that are on channel 1. We can see a number of different ones here. We can see 3 of mine here. We've got the DemSec, DemSec AI, and DemSec testing. So to start a deauthentication attack, if we want to attack all the users on this, very simply we can just do Wi-Fi.deauth, and then the BSSID, which is the MAC address of the access point. So I'm just going to grab that if it'll let me. And then if we run this now, the Wi-Fi deauth and the MAC address, it's going to deauthenticate both of the users that are on that access point, and hopefully they're going to go ahead and reconnect. And because we're getting a few of these Wi-Fi client probes, we're just going to events.ignore wifi.client.probe. And if we just do a Wi-Fi show again, we can see that these 2 clients are now reconnected back to the access point. They probably wouldn't have even noticed anything. It is actually fairly common for devices to just kind of drop on and off of access points, and they're really resilient to just automatically reconnecting. So I'm going to make a new terminal tab here with Control-Shift-T. And if we do ls, we can see the handshakes.pcap file that we defined earlier. And we can check if there's any handshakes in it by simply trying to open it in aircrack. So if I do aircrack ng handshakes.pcap, you can see we've got a number of different access points here. And we can see that DemSec testing has one handshake associated with it. So if I do number 1, it's going to say, you know, we don't have a word list. So if we do the same thing again with -w, and we'll go for var, user share word lists, and we should have fast track on here. And then if we do number 1 again, it should start running through there. It's saying it's not in the dictionary, so let's pick a different dictionary. So I've just added the password to the bottom of the fast track file, but you know, it's like any kind of brute force attack. If the password's simply not in your word list, you're not going to get it. So if we run this again, it should pop up saying that we have the key found, and it's password 123 in this case. So the real question is, why would you use Bettercap over the likes of the aircrack suite? And in my opinion, it's more down to just the way in which it works. So after I've cracked that handshake, I don't have to close the application. I don't have to stop AirPlay or anything like that. And I don't have to also have 3 different tabs open doing all the different things that I need to do. So for example, if I was using aircrack, I'd have to have errormon running to enable the device in monitor mode. I'd have to have errordump running, which would be doing all the packet collection, which net.sniff does inside of this. I'd have to have AirPlay running, doing the deauthentication attack, which I can do inside of this. And then aircrack, which we ended up using anyway, but Bettercap isn't a cracking tool, so I think it's a much better solution. So that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. There are going to be some more Bettercap videos that I'm going to post specifically about the Wi-Fi stuff, because I don't think a lot of people are covering it, and I think it's really, really, really powerful. And even though aircrack still works to this day, it's just kind of a dated piece of software, and I really like how easy and how much sense this makes to use. And the fact that I can collect handshakes on full channels means if I had 12 Wi-Fi adapters, that means I could collect 12 channels worth of handshakes all at once. One of the videos that I do intend to make is making a little Raspberry Pi automated handshake grabber, which will just kind of slowly go through each channel and basically sit on it for a while and see if we can get any handshakes. But that's going to be in a later video. As always, guys, leave a like, leave a comment down below if you need any assistance. You can head over to the forums or drop me an email if you have any other questions. And that's going to be it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.